Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Oppenheimer is a movie that I have recently seen. It is directed by Christopher Nolan. Christopher Nolan is most famously known for directing the Dark Knight trilogy, Interstellar, Inception, and various other projects. And I'm happy to report that Oppenheimer is definitely high on the list. It's a masterpiece in my opinion. I don't know if I'd ever rank Christopher Nolan's filmography, but this is definitely top-notch work that he's bringing to audiences and cinema in general. So this movie follows the real-life accounts of J. Robert Oppenheimer, an American scientist who is better known as the father of the atomic bomb. So you follow his story both from a psychological standpoint and what he's seeing on a daily basis while trying to create this super weapon for the USA. I was floored by this film. It stars Cillian Murphy playing Oppenheimer, Florence Pugh, Emily Blunt, Robert Downey Jr. The movie is stacked, and the performances are not wasted. There's not one performance in this film that I feel is lacking. Christopher Nolan has a way of really making his characters feel alive and seen, if that makes sense. None of his characters feel like throwaways. And I would say that this film just blew me away from a performance standpoint. Cillian Murphy is amazing as Oppenheimer. In my opinion, some of his most subtle work as far as acting. His eyes are very expressive, and you can read a lot of his emotions just from his eyes. Robert Downey Jr. is also just fantastic in this film. This is some of the best work that I've seen him do in a while. I know a lot of people are familiar with Robert Downey Jr. from the Marvel franchise as far as him playing Iron Man, but he brings such a level of realism. He brings basically to the forefront what the audience is struggling with. I don't want to give too much away about the film, but I would definitely say that if you're a history buff, if you're a fan of Christopher Nolan, if you just love cinema in general, then I feel like you should definitely see Oppenheimer. It is a film that is meant to be seen on the big screen. The cinematography is amazing, the score is amazing, the sound is amazing. There's not one shot of CGI in this, according to Christopher Nolan, so don't quote me on that. I also want to mention that I appreciate this film not telling you how to feel, because these are times of war. It's simply just a story about what this man achieved. And so I do appreciate that the audience is sort of left with these complex questions that you have to sit with. And there is no wrong or right answer. It's just an amazing piece of art, and I think that everybody should experience this film at least once. History buffs are really going to watch this multiple times just to get every single detail that's pulled into every scene. I absolutely love this film. I think this might be one of Christopher Nolan's at least most aesthetically pleasing films. Beautiful, just cascading cinematography, beautiful black and white scenes, beautiful characters, really fast-paced dialogue, fast-paced storytelling. I think if that's something that appeals to you, or if you're just a fan of Christopher Nolan, or if you know much about Oppenheimer, then you will definitely enjoy this film. It is worth every penny. See it on the biggest screen that you can. I have heard that people are saying it's dialogue heavy and it's a little long, and I will say that yes, it is dialogue heavy, but as far as the pacing of the film, it's really quick. I don't feel like I sat through a 3-hour movie. It just felt like I sat through an experience, and that's what you want with films. You want to be absorbed into the world, and I feel like Christopher Nolan has always been able to achieve that with his films. So as far as Oscar consideration, I think Best Actor, Best Supporting Actor, Cinematography, Sound, Editing, and just a slew of other categories, but those are just the ones that come top of mind, and I highly recommend it if you are looking for something different to experience. So yeah, that was my review of Oppenheimer. Thank you guys again for watching, and until next time, remember to be awesome and stay true.